Hey everybody, welcome back to Tackle on My Mind. What's on my mind today? Pre-fishing for the Tackle Box. That's the Toledo Area Kayak Anglers League Tackle Box, which is our season-ending championship. You have to qualify for this championship throughout the season. We take the top 12 in points. I have to finish a certain amount of events. I did manage to qualify for this. So normally this is out at East-West Harbors. Most of our East-West Harbors I fish out of West Harbor. Come September, the water's really low usually there, a little bit muddier. Not as successful fishing where I normally fish, so I'm going to try East Harbor for this one. Last year for the 2024 Tackle Box, I also fished East Harbor. I got an area in mind, but I know the water is really low at East Harbor right now, so I really kind of wanted to go check out, see what that area was going to look like, see if there's going to be any fish hanging out there. A couple things I take into practice, or what I want to take from practice pre-fishing, is actually just that, kind of eliminating water, but also finding some good potential water, also maybe narrowing down what kind of baits I'm going to be throwing that day. So I'm going to, start out in a pre-fish day, throwing some of my typical baits. Again, East Harbor, very grassy, the water level's down, I'm expecting a lot of grass. Area I'm fishing in, though, also has kind of some open water mixed in with the grass. That's what I was kind of looking forward to. So started out with some typical baits. It was a little morning. I did try top water through a buzz bait around for a little bit, didn't get anything. Then as the day kind of morning went on, again, one of that typical baits I got tied on there, it's the Hybrid Hunter. That's the regular Hybrid Hunter. This is the junior size though, so this, that runs that 3, 4, sometimes 5 feet. You can control that with your rod tip. I'm using a shad pattern for this one. Typical, a lot of shad this time of year, and East Harbor did have a lot of shad popping around on the surface like that, so I thought maybe this color would work really well. Got that hooked up on my next one from Reese Fishing at Fire. This is that 7.6 medium heavy fast action. It really has a little bit more of a parabolic bend than what normally people think of your fast action, and I do have an upcoming video here that you'll see. I'm going to follow this kind of introduction to kind of see how this rod does bend a little bit more towards the middle of the rod, which really helps on these treble hooks, keeping those fish pinned there. You will see a couple of fish caught on this. I did catch a pike on this. Wasn't really surprised. A lot of pike in East Harbor this time of year. Throw a lot of moving baits. Probably going to catch a pike or two. After throwing that Hybrid Hunter around a little bit where there was a little bit more open water with some grass, I kind of moved into an area a little more grassy. Knew that Hybrid Hunter would get hooked up on the grass a lot with those treble hooks, so I sent with another one. Really a favorite bait, kind of throwing that kind of situations, any kind of swim jig. This is a core tackle swim jig, and I got a Reaction Innovations Little Dipper on the back of that, kind of downsizing that profile. These are both kind of a bluegillish pattern. You can kind of see that one got munched on a little bit there. Really like that combination though. You'll see me catch a few on that as well. And I kind of moved in, kind of stopped catching anything on a moving bait. So I typically, let's go, a little, slow it down, do some finesse. I started throwing a wacky rig around. I was getting a lot of bluegill bites, and I was around, I could see a lot of bass swimming around. I knew I wasn't going to catch those, but that meant there was a lot of bass in the area. Still throwing that wacky rig, and I was just getting a lot of bluegill bites, or fish were kind of picking it up and taking it away. I thought a lot of that was bluegill. It just seemed to me at the time that wacky rig was taking too long, that weightless, too long to get down to the bottom where it seemed the fish were. So I changed over a little weighted wacky rig, 16th ounce VMC weighted wacky rig hook. This just seemed to get it down a little bit quicker, kept it on the bottom a little bit more, and as you see, I really started catching fish on that. So most of this video is just to kind of take you through that, watch through that process. This is kind of how how was I going to catch them? I got a tournament coming up a few days later. What was going to be confidence for me overall? and where is a good spot going to be. You will see at times I'm putting waypoints on my fish finder. We're going to hit, you know, so I know when I go back, okay, let's go right to those spots. Maybe one spot will be a little bit more successful than the other one, and then, you know, what bait I'm going to be having in hand early on for that. So that's how I approach our practice. Stay tuned. Right after this, you're going to see the video of my practice. Again, maybe not practice, but kind of a pre-fishing day at East Harbor, getting ready for the TAKAL Box for 2025. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Don't forget, check the link below if you're interested in some Reese Fishing Next One rods. There's a link you can click on there that kind of helps out me and the channel a little bit, but also you get $10 off every Next One rod and $20 off any Next Two generation rods. These are awesome rods. I highly recommend checking some of them out. Use that link below. Stay tuned for some on-water video. You. upgrade. There we go. Thanks, buddy. 17. Finally. Pike. That's a nice one. Get. Another 17. he's nice. Got one following it. What the hell is going on? What is going on? What is going on? This is... Hungry? Get out of there. You hook yourself twice? Dummy.